where it becomes challenging for a lot of people because they don't understand where their idea fits in the marketplace. And you remember earlier on I had shared with you a slide that talked about marketing. Marketing is fundamental to it. I'm not saying that you have to be a marketing genius, but you do have to have an understanding of where your idea fits. What is it? Is it a product? How much does it cost? What are the benefits it offers? What are the solutions it offers? Is it a product that people want, or is it a product that people need? Okay? Because there's a big difference. If you want something, you need something. And it's important to understand that difference because everything that you do in licensing is going to derive from where the product fits. You don't want to take your product, if it's high price, low volume, to somebody that's producing the 99-cent cash register erasers. And then you show up with them and tell them, hey, I got a $50 item you can sell. Doesn't quite fit the business model. I'm being a little facetious on that, but you get the point. You don't want to put a round peg in a square hole. So you got to be prepared. You got to understand where your idea fits when you're developing your plan. The next thing you should do, and I would encourage everybody to do, is to prove the idea. Okay? Demonstrate the marketability of the idea. And I'm going to share with you 6 specific things you can do to verify the marketability of your idea. And the more that you can verify the marketability of your idea, the greater the value is going to be. In looking at your idea, when you go out to license your idea, I always get the question, well, how much is the idea worth? Okay, what's it worth? I've got it patented. It's a great idea. I think it's going to sell millions. Really? Have you done anything to verify that? Okay? And there's many people who have created products, and there's many companies out there, and you're probably familiar with many of these invention companies. If you don't have any kind of marketability, any kind of track record, anything that can document where you can go with this, it's very difficult to get the type of deal that you would like to get. Most people can ask, can I get a deal where somebody's going to pay me a royalty and give me a check when they sign the contract? The answer is yes, you can, provided that you've demonstrated the marketability and value for that idea. Now, you can go out and get license agreements for your ideas that you haven't demonstrated any marketability, but you'll most likely wind up with a deal that says we'll give you 5% if we sell something. And by the way, we want to lock it up exclusively worldwide, and you have no other say over the deal. Doesn't that sound like a great deal? No. Okay? But you would be surprised. There's some pitfalls out there, and I'm going to comment on those as it relates to what you're going to do with your ideas, because it's not, as the market for intellectual property has grown, as it's become more lucrative, it naturally attracts some sharks into the waters. So you have to watch out for that, because it is occurring out there, and I will share with you some of the things to look out for. And then finally, if you've gotten the idea proven, what you want to do is you want to go out and present this idea. Okay? Now, for those of you, how many people like to stand up in front of crowds and present? You're real comfortable doing that. Okay? How many people don't? All right? The people that don't need to get together with the people that do. Okay? Because they're going to help you out. You got to go present your idea, and this is more than stepping up and saying, you know, I have this great idea, I wrote it down on a piece of paper, let me tell you about it. Okay? Because what's in your mind as you're telling it to me is not what I'm thinking about as you're telling it to me. I've got a completely different picture. So we've got to come up with some common ground, don't we? On how we're going to communicate this idea. Well, how do we do that? Well, you do that by taking this intangible idea and turning it into a tangible form. It means you build a prototype, you put together a brochure, you put together a presentation, you put together the necessary information that's going to demonstrate and show people exactly what you have. You're going to identify who your partner is, and I'm going to come back to this. It's called the numbers, and you're going to know the numbers. You're going to go, oh, I don't want to talk numbers. How many people love numbers here? Okay, how many people don't like numbers at all? Okay. Oh, God, this guy's up there telling me we need to know numbers. I can't do this. Yes, you can, okay, because you can find others. Remember I talked about resources, bringing team together? Yes, you can. You need to know the numbers, because companies don't license ideas. Nobody licenses a good idea. What do they license? They license money, right? That's what they license. This is going to make money. So keep that in mind. And then know your market, and we'll talk about all of these.